Hi, boys and girls. Today is going to be a story time on how I got caught skipping school. Yeah. So, as you can see, I made a new little, kind of a new setup. Normally, I film in front of me in my little homemade vanity, but today I wanted to be more relaxed. Today's video to be more relaxed. So I sat up and sitting against my bed, chillaxing, sitting on the floor, or whatever. So, before I start the story time, let me give you a little background on the story. So, the story basically starts on MySpace. And see how I was very sheltered. Like I was had to stay in the house all the time. And I wanted to go out and experience the world. Like I was a latchkey kid. For those of y'all who don't know what a latchkey kid is, it is a kid who comes home from school and has to stay in the house because their parent is at work or parents. Well, I was a latchkey kid and I hated it. Hated it. Like everybody was like, well, your mother didn't to provide. I get that, but as a kid, I appreciate that now as an adult. But as a kid, I'm just like, because my mother she would be asleep by the time me and my sister left for school. She would be asleep, and by the time we got home, like 3:30ish, 4 o'clock, she was gone to work because she went to work at 11, and she would come home to like 10 or 11, and I didn't get to go outside and be with my friends, be a kid. Like, I was in the house. And, she worked weekends as well, same schedule. So, by this time in this story, I want to say I was about 16. 16, 15, 16. And I had enough. I was like, I'm tired of being in this house. I'm tired. So, story starts on MySpace. I set up MySpace. MySpace was popping back then. It was popping like yes. And I also met this guy on there, and we're going to what are we going to call this guy? We're going to call him Jay. I met this guy named Jay. Oh, whatever. So me and Jay, like, we're talking, on a little message on MySpace or whatever. He was in my DMs hard because here's the thing, on my page I lied about my age. I said I was like 18, 19 at the time, like 18, 19. That was my age. So he think he's talking to a grown woman, but in reality you're talking to a kid. But that's another story time. So anyways, Jay asked me, he was like, oh, you want to get up, blah, 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 blah. I was like, you want to get up, I come pick you up or whatever. I was just like, I wanted to, but I was like, I'm not going to worry about myself. So, at the time, this chick was my partner in crime, ace in the hole. Like, about it. We were about it. So, we're going to call her Tiffany. My friend Tiffany. So I was like, okay. I think Tiffany was with me because we were tight. We were always together. Tiffany, I was like, yo, you want me to come over? But I was like, I ain't about to come over by myself. She was like, well, see if you got a friend I can kick you with, and I'll come with you if you do. I was like, cool, big. So I found out. I was like, yeah, I want to come. I was like, yeah, I want to come over and kick it with you. But I'm not coming by myself with somebody I don't know. You have like a friend or a brother or a homeboy for my friend, so she can come with me, and I would feel more comfortable with coming over there, hanging out. He was like, yeah, but I got a friend. I got my brother. Me and my brother live together or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So he was like, oh, what time you want me to pick you up? Blah, blah, blah. Didn't think about that. Mind you, in this whole time in the story, we were in high school. I want to say we were sophomores. So, yeah, about 15, 16, I believe. 15. Yeah, we were more close. I think we were closer to 15. But, yeah. We did not think about that. So, we were like, okay, oh my gosh. Me and Tiffany, we're thinking like, how we gonna do this? It was like, so we live in a small town, right? Everybody knows everybody. So above our school, like up the street from our school is a little, gas station. They sell wings, little, chicken wings and, potato wedges. You can buy, get your gas and food at the same time. One of those little spots. Our up there, she was like, let's have them meet us there. So I was just like, alright, cool. So I told them, meet us there or whatever. So we get, that morning, we get on the school bus as normal. Ride the bus, check it. Now we get excited. We like, yeah, we about to get it. We about to get it. So we get to school. Right? And we get to school and then we truck up the hill, then we cut across the field. So we get across the field, we're at the road right now. We look like we feel like we about to get caught. First of all, we are sophomores. We are not supposed, first of all, we were not supposed to be in that parking lot. It was it's the senior parking lot. It's where seniors park. Right? Okay, so we get up there. We looking. Like we seeing cars come by, like our hearts are pounding like this, because it's like, last thing we need is somebody mama dropping them off to ride by and see us. Oh my God. So we look, traffic clear. We bumped across the street, like boom, boom, across the street. And we get across the street and we get on the railroad track. We get on the railroad track where no one can see us because there are trees. Like there's trees right here blocking the railroad track from the side of the road. So we feel relieved. So we're walking down across the, on the railroad track and whatever. Just walking, whew, or whatever. So we get to the point where we need to cross the street to get to the gas station. So we get to that point. At this point, everybody is in class. School has started. Ain't nobody mom gonna come by and catch us. Nothing. So we get to the gas station or whatever. And we sit there, we call the dudes or whatever. We call them like, oh, we here. Y'all, where are y'all? Y'all gonna pick us up? He was like, oh, we was waiting for y'all to call us to tell us, y'all was on the way to be there so we could meet y'all there. Right? What you mean? Like, technically, you were supposed to be here when I got here. That was my understanding of what you said. But I told you, meet us there. So, he was like, oh, well, I stay about 30, 40 minutes from now. 30, 40 minutes? Are you serious? Do you know how I could get caught? I could get caught up here in 30, 40 minutes. My mama could come by here in 30, 40 minutes. Her mama could come by here in 30, 40 minutes. Somebody else, mama or daddy, auntie, cousin, grandma could come by here in 30, 40 minutes and catch us. But did I say that? No, because I was supposed to be calm. I was like, oh, okay, so we'll just wait here and, we'll probably get something to eat or whatever. Cool. He was like, alright. So I tell my homegirl, I was like, he said he's gonna be here like 30, 40 minutes. She was like, she had the same reaction I did. Like, look, we can get all caught up in the game in 30, 40 minutes. So we sit there, we're at the gas station. The lady at the gas station, the gas station attendant, she was there. And she seemed real suspicious. She seemed, like, I think about it, she seemed real suspicious. Like, I know y'all up for something, y'all skip school. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. Young kids come up here all the time when y'all skip school. So we sitting there, we get us a little box of chicken, we share and eat our little potato wedges or whatever. Because we did eat breakfast that morning because we were just super, like we were just like, dun, like we was like, we on a mission today. Our adrenaline was like pumping. So we sit there, dude pull up or whatever. He called. First of all, he called. We outside. First of all, you can't come inside. And now I think about it, I'm like, you can't come inside and, say now I'm kicking with. I ain't want you to, but as an adult, I'm like, you should have came in, little boy. Little boy, if you are watching this, Jay, you should have came in and got us. So, We go, and it was like, we in a red, I think it was like a Saturn, I want to say it was like a Saturn or something, a red Saturn SUV. I want to say it was a red Saturn SUV or a Suzuki, I don't know. It was something like that. So, we get in the back seat. No, before then, before they even got there, my friend Michelle's like, what we gonna have to do with our book bags? I was like, what you mean? She was like, we have like school books in our book bags. They come in, open up our book bags, they're going to see our book bags. And I was just like, we just gonna leave them. We left and we sat them. Somehow we talked the lady into letting us leave our book bags there. So we left them there. When they pull up, we get in the car or whatever. And like we feel this relief. Like oh my god. So we feel that relief or whatever. So we chilling. Boo, we get in the car, like we all kicking it, we chilling, da da da. Boo, boo, boo. We just having a good old grand time, ain't you? Yeah. So we go over there, we chill, we have a little fun. We kicking it, chilling. Nothing really major happened while we was there. So we needed to get back there to the gas station before school. No, we didn't even go back to the gas station. Like, we had them drop us off in our homegirl house or whatever. And our homegirl lived up the street from the school or whatever. And we knew for a fact that her mom left the back door open. If the back door wasn't open, they had one of them little rocks, fake little rocks. I don't know who her mom thought she was fooling, with the key on it. Cool. So we went over, had them drop us off over there. Because one of us a closer walk to the school. So they dropped us off over there. Mind you, but back still at the gas station. So, we was like, okay, we went around back or whatever. We act like we was going in the house or whatever, they pull off. So, we have, like, we are cutting it close, like, we are bolting to the school, like, we are, like, full grown running, like, if they, like, we was bolting it to the school because we was like, we cannot miss this school bus. We cannot miss this school bus. Like, if we miss this school bus, something's gonna be up or whatever. Especially if we stay, like, we could have took the after school bus, but it was like the principals are really up there, teacher and stuff, like they like, what you doing here? You wasn't in school today. Haven't seen you all day. What you doing here? So we was like, we gotta get this school bus home. We got to, so we make it. I mean, we barely made it to that school bus. So we get on the school bus. We just chilling. Don't nobody know. Ain't nobody really said nothing to us or whatever. Like, I think, like my homegirl little sister was like, where was y'all today? I didn't see y'all today. I was like, that's no business. Say the chapel or whatever. She was a freshman and we were sophomores. Say your child, no business. So a couple weeks later go by. Not even a couple weeks. I'd say like the next week. I'm sitting in class. I remember the class I was sitting in my world history class. Miss Lawrence. And over the intercom, they called me to the office. I'm like, what did I do? Like, I ain't did nothing. Like, I've been good. I ain't did nothing. Why y'all calling me? I get to the office. The lady's like, have a seat. And I see my homegirl Michelle come in there. She was like, you have a seat too. So, our principal, my high school was, each principal had a certain amount of letters of the alphabet, and for seniors, it was like the head principal. She was in charge of them. So, both our names had the same initials, so we had the same principal. So, she comes out, and she's like, ladies, come to my office, please. I'm looking at Michelle. I'm like, yo, what we done did? We ain't did nothing. We've been chilling. So she was like, have a seat. So we sit down. I'm sitting there. I'm like, what I done did, yo? And she goes into her little drawer. She pulls out. She sits our book bags right there on the thing. Right there on her desk. She was like, so, why was y'all's book bags at the gas station? I was like, what you talking about? She was like, I already know what happened. So I was like, oh God. I was like, she gonna come. My mama gonna kill me. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, that's the end of it. She was like, so what? I want to hear from you guys. What happened? I was like, oh God. I was like Michelle's head, I could see the wheels of a lot turning. I'm looking at her like, bro, don't no. We can't, we caught up. So I told her the story of, us skipping school to see boys. Didn't tell them they were older boys because what? She was like, thank goodness my principal, this lady, she was cool. So cool. She was just like, okay. I told her, I was like, don't call my mama. You want to see me look? Don't call my mama. 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 Please don't call my mama. Please do not call that lady up to school because first of all, she gonna have to get off of work. She gonna be mad about her coins being messed up. She gonna be mad about me being in trouble. Please don't call my mama. That's what I'm thinking. She was like, so as our punishment, she sent us to ISS. Thank you, good. Because really, we wasn't really bad students. We wasn't like one of those students that was always in the sun, always fighting, always hard. Like, we was just like, we were more annoying of an annoyance. Like, we went to, like, normally we was in class. We wasn't, like, always in the sun. We was just, like, annoying. Like, I was just one of those students, like, a thorn in your side. Just like, why are you so smart? Students. So we had ISS for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So that is the story of the time I got caught skipping school. So in the future me watching this with my future child, this is one of the reasons mommy don't trust you. Cause mommy was, she was up to some stuff. And I know you have that gene and I don't trust you. Not at all. But thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.